Welcome to Craftastrophe. Today we're going to make a hot air balloon out of a light bulb. Ding! So basically what I have here is a burnt out light bulb, and somehow you're supposed to be able to get the inner part of the light bulb out, but this one in particular is corroded, so I'm not able to screw that out without breaking the glass. So I'm just gonna make it with the inside in and just be very careful when moving it around and stuff so that it doesn't create a bad break. So first off, we're gonna have our light bulb here, and we have paint, and so I've decided already which colors I want to make the air balloon. So I'm going to use blue as my base color, and then I'm going to use the neon pink, bright pink, as my my decorative color on there. And then I might do a few streaks of glow in the dark, because then when it's dark out, you can see it glowing. And hot air balloons, they glow in the dark, basically, with the flame that goes through to get it to go up and then fly around and everything. So that'll make it look really cool. And then we'll do some extra embellishments with this ribbon here, and we'll also use the hot glue gun to make that part. So first we start with painting. So we're going to use a little sponge brush. You pick your color, so mine's blue, and we're going to paint all the way around. And then I'm going to keep this bottom part unpainted because I'm going to use this yarn here, which I would actually suggest using twine, but I couldn't find my twine, so I'm going to use yarn. But you can use twine or something just to like make it look like the little basket on the bottom there. So we're going to paint around this whole entire thing, top to bottom. Make it look all nice, and make sure you don't have any glumps of paint. And I'm trying to do about the same angle or stroke so that it's all going in the same direction as much as it possibly can. So I'm gonna keep painting. Just make it go all the way around with a nice little do. Okay, and then just make sure that you didn't miss any spots. And then we'll let it sit out and dry for a little bit before we move on to the next part. And if you get any paint on that bottom part that I said that I wasn't going to paint, it's not a big deal because you have the yarn around it after that. Okay, so this part is looking pretty good here, so we're going to let it sit and dry for a little bit. As soon as it's done drying, we're going to do the embellishments to do the rest of it. Now we have our hot air balloon, and it has dried up, so the blue is all dry here. So now we can decorate. So first, what I'm going to do is do some pink little shades here. And I'm just gonna do like some little like crisscrossy dotty things. So I'm just putting little dots all over. Just little straight line dotty things. And if you're an artistic type person, you can do flowers and you can do all sorts of fun stuff like that. And so just on the top here, I'm gonna do some little blobbies with the pink. Okay, so once I have all my little blobbies all done here, I'm gonna use the glow in the dark paint, and I'm gonna do some little lines with it. Gonna paint all the way around with a little glow in the dark color here. Just give it a nice little line. And then after we're done painting, I am going to add some ribbon to it and give it a little bling to it to have a little extra texture. Some little wavies on the edge around. Just go. Okay, so we went all around the way on the bottom here with the glow-in-the-dark paint. And I'm gonna do a couple more little pink blobs here. Make sure that the paint sticks out so that you can see the little design on it. So if you need to do a second layer on top of it, then that's fine too. Okay, so this pink is looking like little raindrops on top of an air balloon. It's like, and then we got our glow in the dark underneath there. So now what we're gonna do is put this down for a second. We're gonna measure the ribbon of how far it needs to go around. So basically, just gonna set it down on top of it. Put it like where you want it, and then you're gonna measure around to make sure that you get the right size. And I would cut just a little extra just in case you need a little more. So here we go, we're gonna cut it. Okay, now with the hot glue gun here, we're going to wrap this around here. We're gonna actually do a starting point, and we're gonna put a little glue on the starting point. So that way it sticks. Okay, and then we're gonna make the little starting point here where we want it. And be very careful not to burn your fingers with the glue. And then you're gonna wanna go all the way around as far as you want it to go. Just be careful so that you don't pull too hard and make it come off. And then what you're gonna do is put the glue on top of where you want it. Okay, so we're gonna put the glue on top of here. Okay. And then just squeeze it on. Once we get to the point where we know where we're putting it. Like that, and then you just let it glue, and here you have your craft, and it looks like it falls off. So basically what we're going to need to do instead, have that there, and then we're going to need to do a little glue spot on here so that it'll stay. So be very careful. So what I'm doing right here is be very careful, put some glue there. So just push it up on there and then push it where the glue's supposed to be. And there you have it. You have your nice little air balloon. And once that's all dried up and ready to be done, we're going to put the yarn around on the bottom part so it looks like the little basket. So now we're ready to put the bottom part on to make it look like the basket. So basically what I did it already just to save some time, was I did a double layer of yarn, and you can also use twine, which will be a little bit stronger than yarn. And so I put it around the base of the light bulb container thing here. And then I did a little double knot tie so that it'd stay in there together. So I did it nice and tight so it'll stay. And then, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it around, and I'm gonna wrap it around the top area here. So we cover up the little clear spot that we have. Just wanna get that all nice and tight and covered together. And then when you have it as far as you need it to go, what I would do is use the hot glue gun again, and then just glue the very bottom part here. So what we're gonna do is just take the glue gun, and we're gonna put a little glue right there. Put it back, and then just be very careful not to burn your fingers, and let it sit on there so it dries together. Just like that. And then the first part here that you have, if you have any excess right here, you can either run it around and then put glue on it, or in this case, I'm going to cut it off. And you definitely want to have good scissors to cut yarn, because these scissors are not all that great, but it gets the job done. So here we have our little hot air balloon with the little ending here. We got our painted design on top, and then we got our little embellishment ribbon here. And here we go, we have our little hot air balloon. Super cool. And then you can also probably put some ribbon, either ribbon, or you could use some yarn or twine, and then you can make it so that you can display it. So you can go like this, and then you can have something so that you can have it holding up. Or you can just put it on the table and just have it sit like this and look like a cool little air balloon. So here you go, and thank you for watching. Thumbs up, share. So there you go, and thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Bye!